Hey everyone, welcome back to Chill English Podcast. I'm Peter.
And I'm Mary. Today we're tackling a topic that affects everyone at some point: procrastination. It's that habit of putting things off even when we know they're important. It's something we all struggle with, but if we don't take control, it can seriously impact our lives, our dreams, and our success.
Procrastination is sneaky. At first, it seems harmless. We tell ourselves, I'll do it later, or I'll start tomorrow. But the longer we wait, the harder it gets to take action. Before we know it, days, weeks, or even years have passed, and we're still stuck in the same place. Why do we do this to ourselves?
A big reason is fear. Fear of failure, fear of imperfection, or even fear of success. We wait for the perfect moment to start, but the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There's only now.
Another big reason is lack of motivation. When tasks feel overwhelming, we avoid them instead of tackling them head-on.
And let's not forget distractions. Social media, TV, endless scrolling, these things steal our time. Instead of focusing on what really matters, we choose short-term comfort over long-term success.
So how do we stop procrastinating? Let's talk about real solutions. First, break big tasks into smaller steps. It's easier to start when the workload feels manageable.
Setting deadlines helps too. If we don't set a clear deadline, tasks drag on indefinitely.
Another trick is removing distractions. Turn off notifications, put your phone in another room, and create a focused work environment.
Have you heard of the 5-minute rule? Just start a task for 5 minutes. Often that's enough to overcome the resistance and you keep going.
And don't forget to reward yourself. Small wins keep us motivated and reinforce positive habits.
The key is progress over perfection. We don't need to be perfect. We just need to keep moving forward.
If you've been delaying something important, start now. There's no better time.
No more waiting. Your dreams depend on action, not just good intentions.
Let's talk about some real-life cases where procrastination has had a huge impact on people's lives. The first case is about a writer, James, who always dreamed of publishing a novel. For years, he told himself he needed more research, a better writing setup, or just the perfect inspiration. 10 years passed, and he hadn't written a single chapter. The fear of failure held him back until he finally realized he just had to start.
That's a great example. Another case is Lisa, a university student who always put off studying for exams. She convinced herself that she worked better under pressure, but when the deadline came, she was overwhelmed with anxiety and didn't perform well. Her grades suffered, and she regretted not starting earlier. The lesson: cramming at the last minute often leads to stress and poor results.
And let's not forget about procrastination in health. Tom was told by his doctor to exercise and eat healthier, but he kept postponing his fitness plan. He always said, I'll start next Monday. Months turned into years, and his health deteriorated. It wasn't until a serious health scare that he took action.
That's the scary part. We procrastinate because we think we have time, but in reality, time slips away fast.
Here's a success story. Sarah, an entrepreneur, had a brilliant business idea but kept delaying her launch. She was afraid of making mistakes. One day, she set a strict schedule. She broke her tasks into smaller steps, sought mentorship, and took action daily. A year later, her startup became profitable because she pushed past procrastination.
That's inspiring. Action creates momentum. Even small steps lead to big results over time.
Now, let's discuss practical strategies to beat procrastination.
The first one is the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do, do it immediately.
Another one is time blocking. Set specific hours for tasks and treat them as appointments.
Visualization is powerful too. Picture yourself successfully completing a task and feeling accomplished.
A good strategy is accountability partners, having someone check on your progress.
And let's not forget about habit stacking, linking a new habit to an existing one.
Let's get into the science of why we procrastinate. Our brain craves instant gratification. Difficult tasks don't provide immediate rewards, so we delay them in favor of easier, pleasurable activities.
Exactly. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning, competes with the limbic system, which seeks pleasure. The limbic system often wins, making us choose Netflix over work.
The good news? We can rewire our brains through repetition. Small actions every day create new habits.
One long-term approach is journaling, writing down goals and tracking progress daily.
Another one is delayed gratification training, rewarding yourself only after completing a task.
Also, adjusting your environment helps. If your workspace is too comfortable, you'll be tempted to relax instead of work.
And one of my favorites, morning routines. A structured morning helps set a productive tone for the day.
Let's recap. Procrastination is a dream killer. It keeps us stuck and prevents progress.
But the good news? We have the power to change. Taking small steps consistently leads to big results.
Start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The time is now.
And remember, your future self will thank you for the actions you take today.
That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this, share it with someone who needs to hear it.
Thanks for listening. See you next time on Chill English Podcast.